Alright guys, today we are going to be doing my Premier League predictions for the 23-24 season. Do not get offended if your team isn't where you want them to be. It's just my personal opinion on what I'm predicting to happen. So, in the bottom three, starting it off, I'm going to go Sheffield United, bottom 20th. It's not good to write off newly promoted teams straight away, but I'm just not convinced with their squad. Following them back down is Luton. I know it's going to be tough going to their away ground for some of the bigger clubs because it's going to be very unfamiliar going to a stadium that small. I'm just not convinced with their team. Their squad is way weaker than other sides, and they're just going to struggle on away days. 18th, maybe a shock, but I'm putting in Bournemouth. I think they're going to get relegated. Their attack is just not convincing enough for me to get them goals, and also their defence is a bit shaky. So Wolves, I've predicted 17th. I was going to put them in 18th, guys, I'm not going to lie. But some of their players are quality. They've got Cunha, they've got Sarr in goal, they've got some decent players. So I think they will stay up, but I think they're going to struggle massively this season. 16th place, I've got Everton. They've got a decent balanced team, but it's still lacking in quality in areas. They definitely need some new attackers because their striker spot is just not going to do well for them. 15th, I've gone with Nottingham Forest. They always seem to pull out surprise results, and I think they'll keep doing that this year. They've got a decently balanced side with good players in each position. 14th, I've gone with Burnley. I think Company's men are going to stay up. The only one of the three teams I think are going to stay up. They just look well organised. They've got an exciting new team. Other Burnley teams have just been park the bus football. Sean Dyche has been very hard to break down, but now they've got some exciting young players in there, and I think they're going to do pretty well. 13th place, I've gone with Palace. Keeping Olise is a massive bonus for Palace. He is absolute quality. They've got some brilliant players. I know they've lost Zaha, but they've got Eze as well, and they've got some very good players in their squad, so I think they'll do pretty well this season. Just above them, I've gone with Fulham. I think their new signings are pretty good. I think they've got a fantastic manager who's going to make them click. And yeah, I think Jimenez is going to have his revival season. Above them in 11th, I've gone with West Ham. It looks like Paqueta is going to be staying. Hopefully, Moyes can get the best out of him. They looked very decent last season. Obviously, Declan Rice losing him is a massive blow. But I still think they'll be mid-table. They'll be fine. Number 10, I've gone with Brentford. I know they've just lost Ivan Toney. However, against Tottenham, they managed to get a draw. And they looked pretty decent there. And Mbeumo looked good. And their other players look pretty decent. And I think Brentford is a very good club. And I think they'll do well. 9th, I've gone with Brighton. Not much has to be said about Brighton. Their recruiting team is superb. They've got Mitoma, Ferguson. They've got rid of Caicedo, but for lots of money, and they're bringing in loads of new players, and they look very exciting. Number 8, I've gone with Villa. They've signed some quality players in Pau Torres and Diaby, and they've got Ollie Watkins leading the line. Very convincing team. Goalkeeper, they've got Martinez. They've got a very good side, and I think they'll do well. 7th, I've gone with Spurs. Kane is the biggest blow they could have suffered. Like, without Kane in the attack, they're going to have to rely on Son, who isn't on the best form. I just don't think they look convincing enough. In the first game, they got very lucky with an Emerson goal. And it's rivalry aside, I'm an Arsenal fan, but honestly, I don't think they'll do well this season. 6th, I've gone with Newcastle. Now, this is a team that I really reckon to do very, very well this season. In the first game, they absolutely destroyed Villa, and Villa are a team that everyone reckons will be very good this season. Isak looks phenomenal. New signings in Barnes, he looks great. Wilson's very good. And then in the midfield, they've got a superb midfield. They've got Bruno Guimaraes, Trippier, Pope in goal. It's just a brilliant side. In 5th, I've gone with Manchester United. Now, I know I'm going to get hella hate for that, but I'm not convinced with this Man United side. In the first game, they scraped a win against Wolves, who a lot of people think are going to get relegated. And they did not look good at all. And I'm just not convinced with their players this season. They just don't look in form at the moment. They will be decent at times, and they'll probably get some good results here and there, but I just don't think they've got enough to get into the Champions League next season. Compared to the other sides, they don't look as good. In 4th, I've gone with Chelsea. Now, this may be a surprise, a big leap, but with the amount of money they've spent and the amount of quality they've brought in, they should be getting top 4, let's be real. Maybe they'll be 5th and Man U will be 4th, because it will be a big leap from 12th to 4th, but I think they can do it. They looked very good against Liverpool, and if their players like Chilwell, James has already got injured, but if their players like Chilwell stay fit, they'll be very, very threatening for them because they're attacking wing-backs. They're very good, and they've got some quality players. Jackson Martinez looks very good as well. 3rd, I've gone with Liverpool. I think their new signings are very good. I know they've struggled with the defensive midfield department, and that showed against Chelsea. They should have lost that game, but Endo is a decent player, and I think he'll work well under Klopp. And the rest of the team, the rest of their signings, so Bosley, McAllister are superb players. And their attack, Diaz, Salah, they look brilliant. Nunes is very good. So yeah, they're going to be very good this season. In second place, I've gone with Arsenal. Now, I know that is a bit biased because I am an Arsenal fan, but I think we just click this season. I think we'll challenge again for sure. Our players just look on it. Saka, Martinelli, superb players. Odegaard is phenomenal. And then we've got defensive players as well. Saliba, Gabriel. Timber's unfortunately injured, but we've got fantastic keeper options as well. Raya as well as Ramsdale. And then Havertz has been brought in as well. And then number one, I've gone with Man City. I just think they're too strong. Their new players, Kovacic, looks very good under Pep. And it's just their depth is very good as well. I know KDB's been injured, which is a big injury and a big blow, but I still think Haaland's going to thrive. But who knows? Maybe this is the year another team wins the league. I hope so, but just honestly, I think Man City will do it regardless because of their depth in the squad. Let me know what you think of these predictions down below, guys.